Welcome back to the stream. Right now, I got somebody very special, a pioneer, DJ Shotgun.
Let me just say thank you for having me on your show, man. It's a
Uh,
pleasure, it's an honor. I don't look at you as just, you know what I'm saying, another person and we got history.
Where does the name DJ Shotgun come from?
I had a friend of mine that used to tell me, man, every time your voice is on that mic and you DJ, that should be hitting people like a fucking shotgun. De ahí fue que nació eso, DJ Shotgun, you know. Le doy como una escopeta cada
La
vez que toco,
escopeta.
que oyen la voz.
Hey, where were you born?
I was born in Brooklyn, New York. So I'm
Okay.
originally from Brooklyn. I was raised in Washington Heights. My mother's Dominican. My biological father's Puerto Rican, here from Puerto Rico. Santurce.
Okay.
I grew up with my Dominican family, in New York. And I was like 12 or 13 when I
Okay.
moved to Dorchester. We read Beantown all day. Beantown is my home, is where I grew up at.
Okay.
Beantown all day, baby.
When did you get into DJing?
I got into DJing because a friend of mine, a neighbor, Cuban guy, which is a famous DJ from New York, called DJ Rooster, Alan DJ Rooster. I used to go to his house and nigga, but I want some turntables, no sabía nada, like 10 years old and shit, you know.
Oh, okay. Also, you were around 10 years old when you
I
first
was around
started
10,
DJing.
11, but this is the thing. I used to be a break dancer. I used to be a break.
Okay.
See, back in New York City in the early 80s, like 83, 82, 83, 84, it used to be called rocking. That's when it first came out. So I used to be a breakdancer, pero como te dije, como él era un DJ ya.
Yeah.
So él le gustaba a mi primo, so he said, yo, I'm gonna teach you how to DJ. Just come with your cousin.
Who inspired you?
My aunt Dina, she inspired me. Ella era una locutora en una emisora en Santo Domingo. She used to work for a radio station in Dominican Republic. So I used to go with her to work and see her work the boards and people calling in and playing the music. I grew up in that circle con esa gente, you know. Mi tia, you know, inspired me with the radio talk and all that stuff. Alan the DJ, and while he was coming up, the DJs were Little Louis Vega, Todd Terry, Ron G coming up in New York, Flex. In that era of that new movement of hip hop, porque recuérdate, esto era como el reggaeton también. People didn't believe in this shit, you know.
What was your most epic experience as a DJ?
With Daddy Yankee, Barrio Funeral Tour, the energy, as soon as you walked in, remember, reggaeton was just starting to smack everybody. I was on that tour. I was Taino's DJ, which Taino is the guy who created Yo Soy Boricua, pa' que tú lo sepas. So Taino's also a pioneer in this reggaeton shit. And I was his DJ for that tour. The other epic moment of all moments is when I had on my Calle Ocho stage over 100,000 people. I had Rick Ross, Fat Joe, Yin Yang Twins. I had Lil Wayne, DJ Khaled. I had all the reggaetoneros that you can think of. All my peoples from Boston, they were just coming up, you know, in the game. 100,000 people in front of me, sin un problema, sin una pelea. Everybody synced to our music. No hay droga en el mundo que pueda, you know, comparar that feeling.
So I'm gonna share a story with you real quick. So I was on my way to Puerto Rico. So I'm in the terminal. I'm sitting down, you know, just waiting. You know, probably had a few more minutes before I got on. And somebody just so happens to walk by. And you know, when you look at someone and you kind of like, damn, I know this person. I just don't know where I know him from. And it took me probably 2 minutes to let it sink in. And I was like, oh shit, that's Jay Kile. I kind of knew about him because he commented one time or he sent you a shout out or something. And I remember him saying, oh, la escopeta or something like that.
He ended
up being an overall dope artist.
Nasty. That kid is nasty. He's a good friend. He's a good friend. I'm one of the first DJs who believed in him a través de un amigo mío de Fitchburg, una familia que yo conozco por muchos años. Lo conocí a él y lo hicimos amigos antes de que él fuera cantante. Entonces, cuando él empezó, yo fui uno de los DJs que creí en él y que lo dejé abrir, you know, en mis tarimas, Calle 8, cualquier par. El amigo mío, Marquito, era el que lo promovía a él y cosas así. Y mira, look what Justin Quiles is today. Look where I'm at right now. I'm in Richie in the House's fucking studio in Puerto Rico. You know, we've done cried together. We've done fucking slept in fucking floors together. We've done fucking grind. We've done, you know, it's been, and you too. And you know, a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, might not know it, but Brujo and the voice, bro, he was a good dude too. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, y'all niggas put in work. Y'all niggas got to give y'all credit because y'all was there with us. you know, when we used to reunirnos en Casa del Sol or Nuevo Mundo or
Yeah,
Cane or go
we
to
were
Boston here and
everywhere.
there, you know what I'm saying? So we've been putting in work for years. And even though we haven't been made millions or whatever, people
Yeah,
still got to respect the
exactly.
fucking founders and the pioneers of this shit.
A lot of people that would probably like minimize your name because you're still chasing your goals and your dreams is because they already gave up on theirs. You get what
Listen,
I'm saying? So seeing you still doing that, still
you
rocking, yo, bro,
know,
you know how much motivation you give to me and to so many other people that seeing you go through what you just went through, you
yeah.
come out and bro, you go 10 times harder. I want to say that you created crossovers before crossovers was sort of a thing.
Yeah,
And a
let
lot
me
of
say
people don't
something,
speak on
and
that.
a lot of people don't know that I am the guy that made that bridge between hip hop and reggaeton niggas, and to do those records, those crossovers. You know, Rock and Gami and from Lynn, they got a song with White Clef. You know, at the
Mm.
end of the day, music is the universal language. It's not about how much money you got; it's about your Rolodex and who you know.
What projects you got coming out next if you can speak on?
Tú sabes que el gordito mío Alex Fat y yo llevamos
Shout outs to
camumbeando this
Alex
hip hop
Fat.
shit.
Shout outs to
So
Worcester.
me and Alex Fat got a big project with Tommy Lee Sparta, who's one of the biggest international reggae artists in the world right now. So we just finished doing also a big project called Rhythm Club Masters by BL the Hook Slayer. I have another mixtape for the streets. I'm here in Puerto Rico right now working with Ed Rocks. Vine aquí a firmar otro chamaquito que se llama Ufare, who's a champion boxer coming up.
If anybody wants to get in contact with you, what are your socials?
At DJ Shotgun Ray on Instagram, at DJ Shotgun on Twitter, and DJ Shotgun MIA at gmail.com.
Is there anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Man, I just want to give a shout out to everybody, man, all Latinos, all my Asians, Basics, just all every single human being out there, man. There's so much going on in the world, bro. And my movement is always united die. En la unión está la fuerza. There's always
Exactly.
powers in numbers, man. And the best thing is to work in unity.
There's a handful that I can say that are elite, and you're definitely on that list.
Thank
So
you, brother.
much
Thank you. I
respect,
appreciate you,
bro.
man. This is coming from a nigga who's been there behind enemy lines. Tú no puedes venir a Boston y hablar de pioneers and people who paved the way without mentioning you, especially niggas in Boston, because you was one of the hardest working niggas in Boston.